So, in short, here's what happened. A company called Bengal applied for an environmental permit for a mining and quarrying project on their property, was being called the Bengal lands in the dry Harbour Mountain area of St. Anne. Now, the forestry department say, we don't agree with this because it's going to cause irreversible damage to the forests in the area. The regulator is the Natural Resources Conservation Authority, the NRCA, and they said, hell no, we don't agree with this. Obviously, my words, not theirs. They refused to grant the environmental permit because they said it would cause damage to the environment in the area, also to the health of residents. Now, that includes impacting groundwater and air quality, just in case you're going to tell me you know business with bush and birds. Now, this happens all the time. Our laws give veto powers to ministers, and they do overrule the decisions of technical experts. This time, though, citizens in the community, what the court called a collective of concerned residents, said, hell no. Now, they went to the public defender for help, and from what I hear, this could not have happened without former public defender Arlene Harrison Henry, so big her all the way up. The Office of the Public Defender is set up to protect our constitutional rights. Now, they can't go court themselves, but they can hire lawyers, what we call external counsel, and in this case, they hired constitutional expert and former Solicitor General Michael Hilton, who went to bat for the citizens. I spoke to one of the citizens who had gone to court, Wendy Lee.
So we actually, we appealed to the Office of the Public Defender. That is without the support from the Office of the Public Defender to cover the legal costs. This would not have happened because they are totally prohibitive, the costs. So I cannot understate the importance of that and the encouragement, but once we got linked up with our legal team of Michael Hilton and his team, we worked things out together. But as I was saying before, we had a long history of trying to protect this area. And in fact, Northern Jamaica Conservation Association, which I used to be the executive director of, we had conducted a study jointly with the Forestry Department of an FAO of the area and had facts and data on its incredible biodiversity and geology and history of being, used as a living laboratory. We had the facts that clearly showed why the area should be protected. I am very, very happy. I think that it was the right decision. We've literally been fighting this battle. I have for nearly 26 years from the first time a quarry was established on that land that was supposed to be protected. And so we watch as the regulatory agencies keep on entertaining these ideas, these applications for projects that are clearly in conflict with the development order, with, environmental conservation. And this is finally under the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, we're seeing a judgment that reflects, the need to conserve our environment.
Now look, let's get something clear. The ministry that was involved here is a Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, as it was called at the time. The minister is the Prime Minister. Now, the appeal in this case was held by a minister without portfolio in that ministry, Leslie Campbell. The PM didn't hear the appeal himself, but he is, as I said, the portfolio minister, and he issued a statement to say he was allowing the appeal. Now, all of this centers on a constitutional right that a lot of people probably don't even know we have. It's the right to enjoy a healthy and productive environment, free from the threat of injury or damage from environmental abuse and degradation of the ecological heritage. Now, that was put into the Charter of Rights, and that was put into Jamaica's Constitution, passed as law in 2011. That's